What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay, the audio. Hey, we're back. You already know who it is. I don't know, we're just hanging out. Ugh. I haven't played this game in a while because I wanted to play more skill games, but I kind of have a bad day today, so I decided to chill. I don't know, nothing like happened in my day, but I'm just like exhausted, and people just seem like not out to get me, but they're not acting intelligently, socially. You know how it is. I think that's the best I can describe it. Okay, this has to go to the side, and I bet there's already a person and a half. Hi, Maggie. Maggie's gonna get another star today, as long as I don't piss her off. Hell yeah, Maggie. Okay, I see you. Make pizza. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That one also has to go to the side. Hi, Tim. With 2 M's. Tim. Sorry, I haven't played in a few days. I don't know. Oh god, I forgot how much I have to okay, we'll take 2 orders. Because I don't know if the pizzas are gonna be ready in the oven or not. I don't know. Can you guys hear it? Is it making noise for you? Because it's loud as fuck for me. Okay, we're gonna check on the oven. Oh god, burnt. Whoops. Cut, cut, cut. And she's gonna love this cut order, by the way. She's only gonna be a little upset that it's burnt. What do you think? See? She loves it. I think she's new. I think she's a new customer. And I am proud to have her in my store. No, don't throw away. Cut, cut. And Maggie's gonna love this one too. She's gonna give me a star. She's a star. I'm a star because I made that order. I made it happen. I think we'll just do 2 at a time. I've been wanting to try out new strategies for this, just to try and figure out what's the best way to get all the orders out, because there's so many orders in this game. They will not stop coming in, because in the later games they figure out a system of you it 6, 6, 8. Okay, and down and to the right. Okay, in the later games, how many people come in, it goes based on, I think it depends on the game, but it's an example is the first 3 will come in incrementally, and then after that a customer will only come in once another customer leaves, if that makes sense. So you can only have 3 at a time. In this game you can have all 10 at a time at any given time. Okay, we better get this shit done quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go! Okay, down. This one's almost done. Okay, go. Go. Cut, cut, deliver. And James loves it? I think so. He does. He is so overjoyed that I made that pizza for him. And he gave me $2.82. You fucking cheap bastard. I gave you a whole ass pizza, and you tipped $2.84. Whatever happened to 20%? Or at least $5. Oh fuck, they're on the wrong side. Can I pick these up? Yes, I can. Okay, that's a win actually. Oh, that's done. Whoopsie. I should probably take some orders. Yeah, because all my pizzas are in the oven. And Tim is so happy. God, everybody just loves me here. It's kind of crazy. Okay, so down. And that one goes to here-ish. Okay, we can take an order for Sue, who's gonna give us a star today. Awesome. Sue, this is why I love you. I love you, Sue. See, it rhymed. It's true because it rhymed. Hashtag Lego movie, hashtag true. Oh, I don't know if it's done actually. Guys, we might be fucked. What do you think, Robbie? He hates it, but he still gave us a star, so that's good. Oh fuck, then this one's not okay, we're good actually. We'll just make Sue's pizza and just forget about all our worries. You know, guys, a lot of people don't know the difference between a pirate and a privateer, even though they are very different. A good way to remember is that privateers were government assholes and pirates were criminals, both of which committed a lot of rape. But, if anybody asks, you always would rather be a pirate than a privateer, because government bad. Okay? You got that, kids? You're gonna get shadow banned. I'm just gonna get regular banned. That's my dream. Get banned for being an evil liberal. It's me, guys. I'm the radical leftist. I'm the only one. I'm kind of going a little crazy. I don't know, it's not like I even had like a crazy terrible day. I just I felt really good yesterday and then like just emotionally and also like disability, and then today it's just like not happening. But that's okay. It happens. There's ups and downs to it, and I know that. It's a part of life. But it still sucks, you know? What do you think, Sue? Mm-hmm. Thumbs up. That's what I like to hear. Okay, main difference between pirates and privateers. For everybody who wanted to know. This one has to go down, and then that one goes to the right. Okay, we have time. We can make this one really quick. So, basically, in like the 1700s or whatever ish, the Spaniards and the Portuguese came. They did what? No, they came from like Europe. She's gonna love that actually. Sorry. Oh, sorry, Wally. Fuck, he hates it. Damn it. Okay. What can you do? That one's done. I've kind of. Oh, this one. Okay. Done. What do you think, Cooper? He loves it. Guys, I might just be the best pizza maker ever. Oh, it's burnt. Sorry, whoever's pizza this is. I'll cut it really good just for you. I learned that it doesn't really matter how good you cut it. They don't give a shit. As long as you cut it the right amount of times, they'll almost always give you a good score. Okay, so the Spaniards and the Portuguese come from Europe to the Americas, and they find Brazil, basically. If we want to look at a map of South America, we want to get a map. So basically, this is not the map of the Americas. Americas. There you go. So that's so tiny. Okay, zoom in. Okay, basically, they come across and they find basically Brazil, but they also find all this other crap. And the Portuguese and the Spaniards are like, okay, we're gonna split this up, and they sign this agreement where they're gonna cut it off like this essentially, like in this little like in half, because they don't know that all this exists. They don't know everything else is over here. They don't know about all this nonsense. They just know about this little part that they've discovered essentially. And so they go, okay, we're gonna cut it in half. The Portuguese, they will get Brazil. They didn't call it Brazil back then. They'll get this new section, which later becomes Brazil. Because at the start they got like a little portion, a little bit of Brazil, like the Spanish, Portuguese, Portuguese agreement, colonial agreement, Treaty of Tordesillas. So Tordesillas, yeah, this one, Cape Verde. Um, Images. Yes, you see. So basically, they had that little bit of Brazil, which is like this much. And they basically said they didn't know what else was there. And so Spain was like, okay, you guys can have the part we've already discovered, and we will take whatever is left to be discovered. And Portugal was like, okay, whatever. Sure. Fine. And then they discovered all this. And at the time, Spain and Portugal were the only ones who had like a really, really good like navy. And so it didn't really matter that much. they could kind of do whatever they wanted in the New World, in the Americas. And then all the other European countries were like, wait, we want some. I didn't get a new Okay. I think I only get a new customer when I rank up. I think that might be what it is. Because I'm rank 16 and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 18, 22, 1, 22. And I think we start with 5. So I don't know, maybe. It's a mystery. That seems about right to me. Oh, and so all the European countries that weren't Spain and Portugal were like, "What the hell, dude? We want in on this. Like, we want new land." And so they spent all their guys over, and they were like, "We are taking some." And Spain and Portugal were like, "No, not fair." And yes, that's like the starter of how the war. It was not like a war, but basically from there they kind of were like, it was just like a free for all essentially. This is like really ad-libbing, breaking it down to like the most basics. Because this is a class that I took like 2 semesters ago that I did get a B in. So we're really, this is like the gist of the gist. One sec, focusing. 2, 3, 4. And like 8 pepperonis on the entire pizza, and 4 sausages only on the bottom half of the pizza. So rude. I'm gonna freaking destroy these people. Cecilia, this is an evil order. And I would ban you from my restaurant if I could. But I need your stats to get rich. So that's the only reason you're still around. Bitch. Yeah, I said it. She's a bitch. Oh, Mary's gonna rank up. Mary. She looks like she's worked on a farm before. And wait. Okay. Go. Oh, James, your face is too small for your head. And so everybody came over and they started colonizing the islands in like all the islands and all this stuff. Pretty much all this stuff. All this stuff. That's when Europe came over and they were like, we're gonna take all this, by the way. Europe is getting, this is when like they're making the 13 colonies and all that nonsense. This is around the same time. You know, that's all this shit is happening. You know, when when did Hamilton live? Oh, okay. So Hamilton probably might have seen some pirates. That was like at the same time because it was at the end of the 1700s and into the 1800s. It was like a 50, maybe 100-year period, but the heyday was really like 50-ish years. Oh, that's burnt. Okay. Okay, what do you think, Chuck? Sorry guys, I wasn't locked in. Um, so Hamilton was doing his thing, and they were colonizing all these islands, and they were kind of like, you know what? Fuck them. We'll just hate them forever. And so they had their navies basically. They would have privateers, which is essentially piratism for hire, but pirates didn't exist at the time, so it was like a new idea. You know, it was an OG, like a cool new thing. And privateers' whole job, like if you was to go attack the enemy ship, steal all their crap, and bring it to the king, and you would get like you get cut basically. And it was honestly a genius idea for the royals to do this, or like the governors or whatever, depending. It depends. Um, this is a genius idea. You're essentially saying, I will give you a small portion. It's basically saying like, I'll give you $20 to go rob that bank, and see what you can find. Oh fuck! I did not mean to take another order. That's okay. I love you, Marty. You have a cool outfit. You're a Bronze Star customer. This one's done. Awesome. Yeah, they were basically like I will give you a small amount. It's nothing. It's my pocket change even. Sometimes they wouldn't even give them that. Like they were just like, get your own shit. And then they no, make pizza. That's the one I wanted to do. 5 in this little corner. Jesus Christ. Okay. And then they would go out and then they'd report to the king, and they were just like so chill with that, I guess. They were like, okay, I guess, see, why not? That's such an ugly pizza. For An ugly personality bitch. I know Penny is an asshole. She gives off mean vibes, doesn't she? She gives off vibes of like a girl who's like, her dad is the math teacher at school, and she's like popular, but also like nerdy, but she's like a bitch about it. She really is like super judgmental of her friends for like being like, she thinks that her friends are all really dumb and she's the only smart one. Back to pirates. So they were going out and they were doing the privateering, and the war eventually, like, they were making a lot of money off of this, because it was pretty profitable, and they also like liked being able to go like rape and steal and be evil and stuff. And so, but eventually the war did end. And so what did they do? Stop? Oh, that's a great idea. No, they didn't do that. They they would just kept doing it, but they would just attack both sides now. And also like the colonies too. It was crazy the shit they'd be getting up to. That one needs to go to the side, and that one needs to go almost all the way around. Kingsley, welcome in. I haven't seen you in a few days, I don't think. Hey, buddy. And so they started attacking the regulars. And these pirates, they had more, like, I would say pirates were better than privateers. Just like from a moral standpoint, because privateers were government bitches, and pirates were like, I don't know, I'll always side with a rebel, you know? It's the right thing to do. Almost always. But they were all evil, terrible people, and I would never want to meet them in real life. But they were very interesting. Taylor! Hey, buddy, I haven't seen you forever. Um, but they were interesting, and I do think if you had to compare the two, I would much rather team with a pirate than a privateer. Pirates also, a lot of people assume that they're these, like, gangs of rough and tumble thugs. They actually were, like, pretty chill, most of the time. They had their own set of laws and, like, rules, and this one has to go all the way down, okay. They had their own set of laws and rules, and, this one has to go here, down, up, okay. Okay, got it. I just was remembering where everybody needs to be cooked too. This one's gonna be done first, and then this one, and then this one. Done. Oh, fuck it. We'll just do a little snip, snip, and then you're done. We'll do this. What do you think, Taylor? That was pretty quick, huh? Okay. He loved it. Okay, that's good to hear. And then that one's almost done. We can do a quick snip, 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 snip. Done. What do you think, Mindy? Somebody needs to tell you, your eyeshadow looks horrible. It's so bad, girl. And I love you. You're a great person, I'm sure, but it's not good. And I feel like somebody should tell you. Yeah. Eventually piratism died out because it just like stopped being profitable, because people, like, the colonies started getting more settled and they stopped sending stuff like all the way across the ocean, like, constantly, and it was just like, people were like, what's even the point anymore? Yeah. So that's like a really basic breakdown of it. I can go into a lot more details, and I probably will. Mandy, so we have Mindy and Mandy, and they both have bad eyeshadow. Okay, got it. I can go into more details eventually, but I don't think now is the time for that. Especially because I would like to, if I'm gonna do that, I would like to prepare some sources and like re-up my info. But that was like the basics of it. Spain and Portugal, they break it up. Oh, and that's why Brazilians speak Portuguese now, is because Portugal got what later became Brazil. Well, it was Brazil, like, geographically. It has always been, well, not always, because, you know, tectonic plates. Ugh. Science! But, you get the point. Because the Portuguese got Brazil, and then the Spaniards got the rest of South America. Essentially. Yeah. The Spaniards did pretty well for themselves. When I was in elementary school, I grew up in Florida. We learned a lot about Ponce de Leon. I remember learning about him multiple times, like in multiple grades. And they always told us that he came to Florida. This might not be true, but they always told us that he came across the ocean looking for the Fountain of Youth, and that he found Florida, and he named it Florida because it means land of the flowers in Spanish. Which is cute, I guess. He was like a terrible person, but you know, who wasn't? Kingsley. Oh, you're here back again, girl. Did somebody ever tell you that's enough pizza? This one's done. I don't know, I guess you can order pizza every day of your entire life if you're gonna pay me to make it. Actually, these people barely tip me, so fuck them. Pizza, 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 pizza. That one needs to go all the way down. We can make a pizza with 8 pepperoni slices. 8 pepperoni slices. 8 pepperoni slices. Going into the oven. It needs to go down. It's burnt. I burnt the pizza. What would you guys do if you got a burnt pizza from the pizza shop? I would do nothing. I would just eat it and say, okay. I would not go and like refuse to tip them. I also don't open the pizza box. Like do you guys do this? When you get a pizza from the pizza shop, are you opening the pizza box in front of them? Also, how many pizza shops are there that aren't like this? This is inaccurate. One employee and they don't deliver? Everyone has to come into the store and get a pizza, and every individual person just wants one pizza. That's very unrealistic to me. I was able to suspend my disbelief in Club Penguin because they are penguins, but in Papa's Pizzeria, I struggle because these are humans. Down. You're almost done. We can take an order and then we'll go get it. Big Polly! What's up, bro? You haven't been here in forever. Big Polly's one of my favorite customers. Because he's in later games, I'm pretty sure. This one's done. This one, it goes right and then down. Okay, we're done. Let's go. What do you think, Mindy? Mindy, did you hear when Mandy was here? You guys have matching eyeshadow. It's really horrible. I think you should maybe get a makeup wipe. Like, you know, makeup remover is cheap, and a lot of it's free. They call it water. You can just wipe it off your face half the time, and it'll come off. Especially eyeshadow like that. Just go run it over to tap. Use whatever soap you're using for the rest of your body. You shouldn't be using an irritant. You shouldn't be using anything irritating for the rest of your body. It should be fine on your face. I would maybe get like an acne wash if you can afford it, you know? And then just take it off. And then like be confident in how you look, girl, because you're beautiful. And I don't think you need to be wearing that ugly ass eyeshadow. See Cecilia, she has her natural look. If anything, she's got like eye bags, and that's gorgeous. I love that for her. Penny, she has like a light purple. That's nice. It matches her outfit. It's just that like bright blue does not work for anybody. I don't know why they wear it. It's not cute. I just like, is it unfeminist of me to insult another woman's eyeshadow? Probably. But it is. It's ugly. It's so ugly. Mindy and Mandy both need to figure their shit out. It can't keep going on like this. Chuck, he's a chill guy. Chuck seems like the kind of guy that you would assume is like always smoking weed, but he doesn't. He's sober, and he's a safe surfer too. He seems like the kind of guy where like you would go surfing. I've never gone surfing, by the way, so I am just speaking out of my ass right now. You would go surfing with him, and you would assume he is like really professional in the way of like he's got like all like the designer like cool stuff, and he doesn't need a lot of like a lot of the safety measures and whatever. But he actually shows up and he is so safe, and he only buys from like local brands. And you're like, wow, Chuck, I didn't know you were that kind of guy. I'm kind of impressed right now, and a little turned on, because it is hot if a guy buys just like from local places, and they're not like performative about it. They really just like, the thing is when guys are like they show off about it, then I'm not like, then it's not attractive, you know. But when a guy just is like, oh, I got this from XYZ, and they're just like chill about it, then it's cool. Taylor seems like the kind of guy that would think it's funny to be like a performative male. Like he would think it's kind of funny. And he like knows about the performative male trend, and he laughs about it. Like he thinks it's like the funniest thing ever. And doesn't get that, like, that is what women want. We just don't want you to be doing it for female attention, you know? Like, we do want guys that share our interest and enjoy, like, sustainable practices and reading and stuff. But we don't want you to do it because it's what we want you to do, you know? Like, if that makes sense. Like, it's very obvious that a lot of performative men are doing it for female attention and because they think that's what women like. And it's weird. And a lot of these guys, they think that, like, they, I don't know, they think that they'll be able to get a girlfriend and then just, like, when they change personalities and do a 180, because they always do, that girls aren't going to notice. And they're also always abusive behind closed doors, these performative men. They always get home and they are, like, asking you to do terrible things in bed that you don't want to do, and they don't take no for an answer. And they say they're probably going to be like, it's unfeminist that you're saying no to this. Like, they're going to say that it's feminist to not want they're going to say that it's feminist to do, like, experimental things in bed. And he is going to cheat on you probably 100 times. And look, 10 different girls, like a bunch of different girls. And like, people will just let it go. His girlfriend, she will just let it go. She'll be like, that's just how he is. And he will convince her to do an open relationship, but she can't go out with other people, only him, you know? Interesting that they have that guy on the front who I have never seen, but I guess he's an important character in Papa's Freezeria. Guys, we still have so many characters to unlock. Okay, come on, Mandy. Let's go. The eyeshadow looks more toned down today. Also, her shirt is so 2000s. Like, so 2000s. Like, that is something that I would wear when I was, like, 4. Sorry, I cannot stop ripping on Mandy. She annoys me. You know who seems like they would own a gun and be proud in this game? James. Cecilia also seems like she would date, like, a very Republican man. And she definitely... She's one of those, like, Latinas for Trump people. Like, she thinks it's, like... She is definitely going out with her guy. Like, she thinks she's a really badass feminine. And, like, she has a daughter who thinks she's, like, really cool and badass. But she does just listen to her husband, and she thinks that is what you are supposed to do. But because she has a job, she thinks that she is, like, so feminism for that. And that she has, like, made leaps and bounds, and she's so proud of herself. And it's like, it's really great that you did that, because I know your parents are immigrants, and, like, they came so far, and it is a big leap for your family, but, like, in the grand scheme of things, you did still vote for Trump. Like, sorry, girl, still terrible. Oh my god. Roy, buddy, it's time to hire, like, another employee. This is getting out of hand. Like, I genuinely, like, it's not possible to keep up with all these customers. And it's insane, the lengths I go to. Down. Okay, this one's done. Oh god. Okay, down to the right, to the side. Okay, I think we can finish this one, and then we have to go to directly the oven. Oh god, she loved it. Jesus Christ, Cecilia, you're amazing. You've been here the last 4 days in a row, however. And I do think that's a little much to be hanging around a pizza shop. But what does it matter? As long as you're having fun. I'd be worried, what do you need 4 pizzas in a row for? Like, what are you doing where you need to order a pizza every single day? Are you homeless? Like, does she not know how to cook? She seems like the kind of woman who would, like, care a lot about cooking. And she thinks it's, like, a big deal to know how to cook. Okay, those are ready to be delivered. I'll actually put them in the middle here. And then I'm gonna deliver one, put Mandy's in the oven, and then we'll go from there. 3, 4, done. Big Polly, what do you think, buddy? He loved it. It's an A. Big Polly would love whatever pizza I served him. I'm gonna be so for real. As long as I don't burn his pizza, I think he will be overjoyed. Like, I genuinely think he would be happy with almost any kind of pizza. You know who else was in a bad mood today? My sister. She's 2. She was just having a rough day of it. Just a lot of, like, screaming and fussing, which is normal for a baby, because she's 2, but I don't know. I think she's jealous of her little brother who is like a month and a half old. And that's normal, but it sucks. It's tough. It's also just tough to be around a kid crying all the time because like you love them and you don't want to see them in pain, you know? Taylor always orders his pizza like barely cooked. Buddy, I can serve it to you raw if you want. You don't have to order it like not in the oven at all. Taylor. Okay, that needs to go to the right. We'll make Taylor's order. I never know what's gonna happen next in the music. Taylor wants his not cooked. Penny. Penny, do you know Mindy and Mandy? Because you guys all wear eyeshadow. Can you tell? You guys seem like you're like the same age, actually. Of like, kind of like too young to be, or too old to be dressing the way you do, but also like too young for me to be judging you about what you're wearing, you know? I think that's the wrong word. It's this one. He also like barely has me cut it. Buddy, you can just ask for it plain. Like you can just ask me to give you the ingredients even. If you pay for it, I will. He loves it. He gave me $9. Okay, now we need to go to the right, now we need to go down easy, and then we're gonna take another order from Cooper, who wears the Papa Louie shirt. He is so lame. God, that's like really embarrassing for him actually. Oh, to wear merch for a restaurant that you're in, I would never be caught dead. This is the kind of thing. I think it's like a man thing of like they feel no embarrassment doing these like really subtle like social cue things. Like I would never be caught dead wearing a shirt for a restaurant in the restaurant unless I worked there. That's a different story. If you work there, you can wear the shirt for the restaurant. But like just like as a customer, I would be mortified. I would be mortified. Like I would be so embarrassed. Okay, Maggie. Maggie, what's up? She is like, is she the one that I had canon was getting married, or like her sister's getting married, and she's not the maid of honor, but she's okay with it? I don't know. I don't know. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, what pizza do we have? This one. Dun, 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 dun. Guys, I'm gonna be so for real. I think this is the most boring game of all time. The gameplay is not entertaining. It's the same thing over and over and over and over again. I don't know why people watch it. I don't know why I play it. But here I am. Oh, last order Kingsley. That's a good last one to have. He's a nice guy. I like getting Kingsley in the store. I know he's gonna give me a good, honest order. He's gonna stay out of the way. Like, he'll tip good. He'll give me a good review. Like, Kingsley is a good customer. And he's a regular, too. I always am happy to see him around. And this one. Dun 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 dun. What do you think, Cooper? What do you think, Big Coop? He loved it. Oh my god. Cooper is pleased, everybody. We can cut this really quick. No, we're good. Today I went to a mall that I don't normally go to. I've actually never been to this mall before, but my mom wanted to go because she wanted to go to Pottery Barn to look for stockings. I'm a little bummed she's replacing my childhood stocking, but she wants to get like monogrammed ones for the whole family, and I think that's really cute. So I lamented and or gave whatever the word is and gave in. And we went to this new mall, and it's just all luxury brands. Like, do only rich people go to malls nowadays? There were tons of people there. Like Pottery Barn, we went in Pottery Barn. I just think Pottery Barn is kind of a bougie store, even if it is like a normal store to go to. Mushroom Master. Yeah, I'm sure you are, Roy. I don't know. It was kind of weird. Like, it wasn't like a bougie store. It just like I I don't know how to describe it better than that. Like, it was not a bougie store, but it was like everything was expensive, and half the brands were luxury brands. Like, and Pottery Barn isn't bougie because that's where we're going, but it is still like expensive, and a lot of the products I couldn't afford. Like we got these stockings, and I still thought it was expensive to even get those. And then like even like there were like chocolate stores. It was $30 for a box of chocolates. That would be like $4 from Walgreens. I was shocked and astounded. It's like insane. I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay, well, hope you enjoyed. Later.